Yellowstone volcano would tear out a big hole in the western United States and blanket swathes of the continent in ash, a volcanologist has sensationally claimed. Yellowstone volcano is counted among the world's most terrifying volcanic features, even though the odds of it blowing in our lifetime are pretty slim. But should the US supervolcano rear its ugly head one day, some geologists fear the potential chaos and destruction unleashed would be devastating. Yellowstone's last period of volcanic activity went off about 70,000 years ago when the volcano oozed enough lava flows to create a pitchstone plateau in Wyoming. But the real whoppers struck about 640,000, 1.3 million and 2.1 million years ago, three caldera-forming eruptions that carved into and shaped Yellowstone's landscape. Scientists have compared some of these blasts to the 1991 Pinatubo eruption in the Philippines, which is considered the second biggest eruption of the 20th century. The eruption killed some 800 people, displaced another 10,000 and belched a column of smoke and ash 25 miles 40 kilometers into the sky. But what would happen if a comparable blast tore through Yellowstone volcano today? According to Dr. Robin George Andrews, a volcanologist turned science writer, another super eruption at Yellowstone would be completely devastating. The expert explained that the damage would be mostly contained within the US. But the volcanic fallout would spread around the continent, blanketing cities in many meters worth of ash. Some scientists speculate a major blast could even trigger a global volcanic winter by blotting out the sun and cooling the atmosphere. The cooling would be caused by the tremendous amounts of sulfur dioxide released by the eruption, which is effective at reflecting sunlight back into space. This turn of events could then lead to widespread crop failures and trigger an international food crisis. Thankfully, the odds of this ever happening are so small you should not lose any sleep. In an article for Inverse, Dr. Andrews said, if, for example, Yellowstone decided to engage in a super eruption, most of the damage would be to the United States. You'd essentially have a big hole where the national park was, and the amount of ash it would dump on North America would be quite extreme.